Sit down, please. So this is a great occasion, and sometimes we take it for granted. I think Kenny maybe takes it for granted. Hey, I'm just doing my job and I'm going to get promoted, but I like to put it in perspective. And I'm not saying this because I'm your brother. I'm saying this because Kenny's elite. He's absolutely elite, and this is what I mean by this. If you think about this, less than 1% of our nation serves in uniform, and during a time of conflict, that's even more spectacular. And never before have we fielded an all-volunteer military as we do now for such extended activity. So you're looking at our population in this great nation. You're looking at a 1%er right here, 1% who says, I volunteer. And what we're going to do is we're going to read our oath today. He's going to affirm his oath. For those of faith or religion, we talk about a man of the cloth. This is another example of that. It's truly the difference between a job or a profession. It's a man that's following an oath every day. He's living up to that oath, and that's pretty special and remarkable. So if you think that he's of the less than 1% of the people that volunteer to serve, and now he's getting promoted into, as a lieutenant colonel and field grade officer. I don't know what the statistics are of that, but that's pretty special. So hopefully you remember that in perspective. Also, it goes without saying that he wears the uniform. When I go through the airport in uniform, someone tries to buy me a beer, but when my wife goes through the airport in her clothes, nobody notices, and they say, shut your kids up while I'm gone and deployed. So we do recognize and absolutely love and appreciate the sacrifice that the families of our 1%ers do as well. That goes without saying, and you don't get near enough recognition. Kenny, I've always looked up to you in how you balance personal life and your professional life. It's remarkable. That's a great example for others. So, without further ado, shall we do this? Okay. Attention to orders.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Major Kenneth R. French. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, he is, therefore, promoted in the United States Army to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. By order of the Secretary of the Army with an effective date of rank of 1 December 2020.
I state your name.
I, Kenneth R. French,
Do solemnly swear
that
I will support and defend
the
Constitution of the United States
Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and
that I will bear true faith
and
allegiance to the same. I take this obligation freely without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, can we make this man a lieutenant colonel?
Hey.
All right, I'll
Come on up.
Yay.
Kids?
All right, first.
So this is, for those that haven't participated in these before, it's a tradition of the person, people that are close to you, love and honor of getting the new rank.
That's not thunder, Gracie.
Then what is it?
Just a turn. Oh, it came off.
Lieutenant Colonel French.
Okay, I have prepared remarks because it's the only way I can possibly get through this. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Everyone live streaming, hopefully it's working. We should have people that stayed up until nearly midnight now in Jerusalem, so hopefully it's working. Thank you so much for being part of this with me. Thank you for those who made it in from St. Louis, my wonderful family, my sister-in-laws and brothers-in-laws, my godson. This is an incredible moment for me. So Margaret and I were reminiscing the other day about how we viewed lieutenant colonels when we got in the military. So first and foremost, they were the scariest people on the planet. You avoid them at all costs, and any interaction you had was going to be bad, right? So even as a lieutenant, it was avoid these people. And to be honest, I felt really sorry for them because when they talked, they could not talk outside of what you would think of Army people talking like. And they viewed things through a very sort of military frame of mind. And never in my wildest dreams did I actually think I would ever become one. But it's 2020, so here we are. And although I'm not scary, I definitely have trouble seeing things outside of my Army prism. So I definitely talk like I've been in the Army for nearly 20 years now. So I have become that which I once feared. Okay, so promotion to me. So recently I was tasked to write an important paper and I was telling a friend about it. And my friend was remarking how cool it is that I've got such power, like I'm writing something that somebody important is going to see. And I was like, yeah, but don't worry. I just do the initial draft, and by the end, it looks absolutely nothing like what I originally written. But the more I thought about it, I was like, but by the end, it always looks so much better than what I had originally created. And I was thinking of a metaphor for my career, and it's just that. I came in, I thought I was great, just like these initial drafts that I write. And slowly but surely, everyone, certainly everyone here, but peers, mentors, some of which have blessed me with the presence, thank you so much, have crafted me into who I am today. And because of all of them and all of you, I'm so much better than I could have ever imagined being. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, he's using a staff metaphor in his promotion speech, yes, I have been on staff that long, so apologize for that. Okay, so I want to thank some people, and then we'll get on with our lives. But I look to heaven, and I'd like to thank some people that I lost along the way. Spartans Fast, and from my first deployment, PFCL, Specialist Bataki, Captain West, Sergeant Amazon, Specialist Tejada, Sergeant Nelson, Sergeant Wiedemann, Corporal Loney, BFC Bixler, Sergeant Frazier. I think about these guys all the time, the sacrifices that they made so that we could all come home. And to my family, I'd like to thank Lily, who is smarter and more hardworking than I will ever be. Elena, who has the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met. Mark, who is more courageous at the age of 9 than I will ever be. To my girl Claire, who is the absolute best version of myself. And to my Gracie, who is just a bundle of happiness and represents everything good in the world. Thank you all so much. And Dan alluded to it, but I don't, it feels so awkward being up here again. If I'm being completely honest with all of you, all I do is have fun. I get paid an incredible amount of money to go out and have fun. And I get honored for it. I get awards, I get medals, I get ceremonies, I get people coming in from out of town, and the real sacrifice is made by my wife. So most of all, I would like to thank you, Margaret. I would not be here without you, and this promotion is yours as much as it is mine. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm just so sorry that we've had to sacrifice so much to make it happen. So honored to be here, so honored to wear this rank. This is a big deal for me. I know a lot of people join the military and envision themselves someday doing this. I never did. Even 10 years ago, this would have been the most bizarre thought. And when my number got called up, the first thing that came to mind was, I hope my brother-in-law could do it. So, Dan, this is if I said this was a dream come true, it would imply that I dreamed of this. This is so far beyond that. This is the pinnacle of my professional career. So thank you so much for sharing this with me. Again, thank you all for tuning in. And then let's go enjoy the rest of our evening. Thank you so much.
If you care to, he's here for a handshake or a hug.